What's the difference between lust and love? We get them confused. What are your turn-ons? What are your turn-offs? Do you know what really gets you hot under the collar, baby? Are you always dating the person that frankly sucks in bed? Are you and your mate not mating anymore? Do you even know what turns you on? I have that answer. With a date of birth, I can tell you anything. We call it Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. Find out your birthday secrets today, available online at secretsofbirthdays.com.
Soul Garden.
Namaste and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your soul biographer, here to help you put together the planets and build your life story on the Earth plane. Couple announcements. We've got so much going on right now. The sun's going to cross over Uranus this week for a holy shift on Thursday. Then on Friday, it's Venus New Year's, which means we are reborn. And for all of us, this is really about putting down an old ego and saying hello to a new one, which means that we may have to say goodbye to a war or admit to ourselves we have lost a battle that we've probably been fighting needlessly since childhood. So it's an ending of our personal Cold Wars. Now, I do want to remind you that I have a class this Saturday and the following Saturday called Jumpstart the Heart for $33.95 on webcam, limited edition. Me and 6 students will dive into a few issues and get you back on the heart path, back on finding love, back on finding creativity. It's unique to be able to work with me one-on-one, so give it a try. That's at soulmart.me if you'd like to know. Also, if you buy a 1-hour reading with me, you will get a Secrets of Birthdays video, which is a great value as well. That's $35 off the normal price. This is a video that's going to help you with love, help you connect to your heart, and it's a way of kind of learning in private at home. So all of this is available at soulmart.me. All right, so without further ado, let's take the Ascension elevator and take a deeper bird's eye view of you right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Tonight we have 2 choices for your in-flight meals. We have a stewy fish with a mercury sauce or our charbroiled chicken with antibiotic dressing. And everyone, please prepare for a possible water landing.
Hello, my captains, and welcome back to 33,000 feet. This is for Capricorns, Capricorn risings, and the executives of the zodiac. If you bought a Lightcast report card, we call you a soul executive because you execute things on Earth. And boy, things are a bit intense right now, are they not? We're in chapter 1 of Sun in Aries. And for Capricorns, Aries energy is your emotions. In fact, Capricorns are quite self-centered emotionally. That's the truth. That's because you really take care of your own. That's one of the reasons why you can climb a mountain. You can't be worried about everyone else if you're going to climb a mountain, not till you get to the top. But what's ironic is that self-centered emotion actually can get in the way of your own emotional needs at times, because Aries energy is kind of designed to be determined and move forward. So right now, Capricorns are having to stop where they used to be determined emotionally and restart in a new direction. That's what this week is, a reboot of the way you approach your own emotional perspective. Probably a major upgrade from childhood, no question, no matter what age you are, a major upgrade from childhood because of Uranus and its once-in-a-lifetime placement in this part of your chart. This week we're moving into chapter 2 where you clear your base emotional field and you prepare for developing a emotional sanctuary for yourself. That's home, family, foundation. That's also the way you respond to your emotions. Now, the universe is giving a lot of investment for Capricorns to ground emotionally. The sun will cross Uranus this week. That's the profound breakthrough. That is what I call the holy shift day. It's once a year. Then it's Venus New Year as the sun crosses Venus and you are reborn, and Venus then carries ahead. Mars has been trailblazing in this space the whole time. So the universe showing up in a big way and you making a major lifelong change, especially for Capricorn risings, a lifelong change this week. Now, Mercury is actually one step behind in Pisces, so when it comes to your thoughts, they're still fighting to be clear-minded. By the end of this week, though, after Mercury crosses Chiron, you will be at a point where I think you will be at a natural state or peace of mind. So it kind of goes one with the other, you know. As you develop an emotional security blanket, your mind has a reason to be at peace. But then again, you've been emotionally on nerve because your mind wasn't at peace. The two have been fighting like kids inside of you, but it's now time to bring those finally together. Now, Pluto in your sign is direct, pushing ahead. So everything from this point forward, no matter what age you are as a Capricorn, is brand new ego territory. You have never had an ego ever that is prepared for the way you want to be now. That is part of having Pluto in your sign. The good news is there's no way to fail because there's no way it has been done before. The best practice is the way you adopt. End of story. Otherwise, if you insist on living in the old economy, you're going to collapse with it with Pluto. Now, Saturn is retrograde in Scorpio, which means you get a break, but you have to hold up your own fort. Do not slip into old patterns with friends or social contexts or wrong belongings. You have to be strong with Saturn in retrograde. Okay, so now it's time for my favorite part of the show, where we go in space and learn what is above is also below. And I like to start, of course, with Sunday. Cloudy chance of worry on Sunday. That's because the moon is in Virgo, so you're very speculative. You're contemplating what you believe, but Uranus rules the day, so your emotions might slip from under you. Now, it's possible they already slipped by Sunday. That's because the sun itself is close to Uranus, so when the sun's close to Uranus, the Uranus rule day kind of doesn't freaking matter. It's kind of whenever the soul is ready to slip. But the slip is that you have to take better care of you, and that you must step away from the way you were raised or born into emotionally. Monday, it's sunny, but learning, and you're going to find that your emotions and your feelings and philosophies might be at odds with your mind, which is trying to stay peaceful. So this is kind of a test of your ability to keep your mind at peace. Ironically, Mercury rules the day, so it's really all about thinking, and the thinking should be directed towards what sort of emotional changes do I need to make, or the way I treat myself emotionally to be a happy Capricorn. On Tuesday, it's sunny and hope-filled. That's because Venus rules the day. I give, I receive is the predominant state of awareness. So we're kind of breathing in and out with the universe again. You know, deep breathing is kind of like what Venus day is. The moon is in Virgo, so you're approaching the midheaven and starting to feel life purpose come back, the meaning of life, starting to believe again. That's all good. And of course, Venus ruling the day means that your emotional state of awareness should be able to restore its natural, peaceful state of balance and order for a day. Because on Wednesday, showers, chance of career shock. Well, unfortunately, that's probably the best way to put it. I think that's the way it would happen. You see, the moon is full in Libra, bringing a full emotional focus to your career and legacy. And it's not that your career has any problems. It's just that something in career might pull on how well-grounded you are emotionally. Remember, a full moon is a tug-of-war. So you're getting pulled on to release whatever it is you're holding on to in that stubborn, airy sway when it comes to your emotional attitudes. Perhaps you want to prove someone right. Perhaps you feel like you don't want to be weak. Any kind of attitude of where you don't want to give up is usually Aries, by the way, which is okay and valuable if you're falling off a mountain. But if you're trying to be a strong human being and live happy, you got to be less stubborn with thyself. So if it's a hard day on Wednesday, it's because you were that stubborn. Otherwise, the full moon is going to really help you put your emotional priorities in place and move forward. On Thursday, it's cloudy but professional, and it is the holy shift day. That's because the sun will cross Uranus finally, and this is the day where hopefully you will decide what to turn your back on when it comes to your emotional patterns. And so it doesn't really matter as far as where they began, family, past life, husband, irrelevant. What's relevant is the way you respond to yourself emotionally. It's time to respond emotionally to yourself differently. Are you a nice mommy to yourself? Are you a hard, badass Capricorn boss to yourself? By the way, not fun to grow up under. Okay, leave it for work. So whatever you are, it's time to change what you are to yourself. And this is the holy shift. Hopefully you understand and you are loving it. On Friday, it's sunny and social. Venus actually doesn't rule the day. Mars does. But the sun conjuncts Venus for Venus New Year's. So I think it is Happy Venus New Year's, and it's Friday. And I think you are feeling quite social. The moon moves into Scorpio, shifting emotions for you to your social realm. Now there will be a bit of a growing up, where you want to you're going to feel where you belong grow up, or something about your place grow up, or a friendship grow up. But Mars ruling the day means you're going to stand up and ready to be counted and move forward into that new emotional self-nurturing. If somehow you have avoided taking care of yourself up until now, Friday could be a horrible crash day, but for those who somehow skipped it up until now. Saturday, sunny and ambitious. That's because the moon is in Scorpio, and I think you're really feeling it, and Earth rules the day. So really it's a day of holding space, loving and trusting that your emotional foundation and nest is going to be just what you need. For some Capricorns, you might have been dealing all this transit with literally family issues. This is the first day where you're going to feel that that's going to work out. And really it's about holding space for that bed, that emotional foundation allows you to have creative ideas flourish within that space, and that's what of course grows to be the flowers and fruit of our soul garden. On Sunday it's cloudy and spiritual healing. The moon moves into Sagittarius, and so if feelings go underground, your past life karma, weeds in your soul garden are a bit stirred. I don't think it will be a problem though. Chiron rules the day, which means that integrity is actually coming and healing down on the earth for your emotions to come to integrity. So this is a healing vibration. If anything comes up with the past, release it. It's probably in the way of feeling good all the time. All right, Cappies, let's fly home. And this wraps up our Soul Horoscopes edition. By the way, if you join gatext.me, that's our GA service, I am sending extended help during these critical moments this week. You get extended help in the emails, and of course you get text messages directly to your phone. It's just $1 for the first week. Give it a try and have some soul support for once in your daily life. Also, I want to remind you that we are kind of reorganizing at soulgarden.me. Our guided hangouts will be back in a week or so. I will also be back in guided hangouts. I'll be sure to let you know. Until next time, remember I love you, and live, love, be.